Okay, it's on.
Yeah, it's going. Okay.
Go.
Good morning, everyone. I'm not here today, so I want to give you a 5-minute review of Chapter 1 before you review for your test. And your test will be still on Thursday. So let's get started. Daniel, pick your head up. Okay. All right, so Chapter 1, we started with complex numbers. We have a few operations that we can do with complex numbers. One that's extremely important is going to be the quotient of a complex number. And in this case, you're going to multiply the top and the bottom by the conjugate. And you're going to do FOIL the top and FOIL the bottom. And go from there. And some things to remember is that I squared is -1. So you would FOIL the top and FOIL the bottom, and if you do that, you'll get 15 plus 8i plus I squared over 25 minus I squared. And I squared is -1, so the denominator is just going to become 26, and this is -1, so the numerator is going to become 14 plus 8i over 26. Now you want to simplify this because these each have a 2, so it will be 7 plus 4i over 13. Pause the video as you see fit, class, if you need time. Alright, so these are your facts about complex numbers. For your test on Thursday, this is basically all you need to know about complex numbers. Next, we move into solving quadratic equations. We had 3 types of problems. The first was the square root property. And that was if we had something squared equals a number. For example, if we had x minus 1 squared equals 16. So in this case, you would do x minus 1 equals 4. And x minus 1 equals -4. Adding the 1 to both sides gives us 5 or -3. That would be square root property. The second type that we had, can you see this? Okay. The second type would be the zero factor property. And that is if we can factor. Like say x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. So that would be x minus 2, x plus 1, and then x equals 2 or -1. The last type that we can use in any case is, I hope you're all saying it in your head, is the quadratic formula. And that's going to be for ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. We have x equals -b. I'm not going to sing the song, but you can sing it. Over 2a. You've got to have this memorized for the test on Thursday if you don't have it memorized already. So that is solving quadratics. Then we moved into applications of quadratics, which basically is projectiles, which you just use these problems for. And then the last 2 sections we had were going to be solving 2 types of other equations. One was radical, where we had, say, x plus 1 equals 3. Remember that you want to isolate the radical, nice and squeaky, and square both sides. Okay, so we would square both sides, and with these, you have to make sure that you, not squeaky, check your, or a little squeaky, answer. Because remember, sometimes we get extra solutions. So that would be radical, and you have notes on that if you need that. The second type is, everyone knows.
Better hurry.
Second one is going to be rational, which means that we have a fraction. And in this case, you would have something like, x squared minus 9, 1 over x minus 3, 2 over x plus 3.
5
something
minutes.
like that. That's okay. In this case, remember we want to multiply by the LCD. Solve. So all of these things are on your test, and in addition to that, we have 1.7 and 1.8, which we just did, which I'm not going to talk about here, inequalities, absolute value inequalities. So attached you have a worksheet that has problems for the chapter review. Complete those. I'll be here after school tomorrow or before school Thursday if you have questions. Test Thursday. That's good. I mean, how long was that?